Hey everybody, it's Dana and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing with the Hero Arts My Monthly Hero Kit for February 2024. Now within the premium kit in which I'm playing with today, you're going to get everything that's included in the classic kit. So for the premium kit, you're going to get a stamp set that's a 6x8, another stamp set, which is a 3x7, 17 coordinating dies, 4 tag fancy dies, an Imagine and Peace fancy die, a sun stencil 6x6, 6 sheets of premium white cardstock, unicorn pigment ink cube, rustic twine, which is 3 yards, an ephemera pack, which has 48 pieces, in white embossing powder, which is about a half an ounce. That is a lot of product for these kits. And using a premium kit just allows you to build up a little bit more of your card making or your projects. So when you get the classic kit, you're going to get one set of things. When you get the premium kit, it's going to be like additional stuff for you to kind of expand that creating. So let's go ahead and get into the card making today. So I'm going to do some really easy card making today. I'm going to use the ephemera pack, which is 48 pieces. So I went ahead and I grabbed out some butterflies and a sentiment, and this is going to make card making so easy. And like I said, you have 48 pieces for this. I'm going to use Hero Arts wet cement ink for my ink today. So let's go ahead and start working on the card. I am going to just use a card base. This is the top folded cards from Hero Arts. I love these because they're already cut and scored to an A2 size card. So I'll put that into my Misty, and I am going to use the Love is Love bold print. I love this background. It's so fun, so easy, and I've used it quite a few times. I'll go ahead and place that on top of my card, and then I'll go ahead and press this down. Now, you might realize that I actually have my grip mat in here. I would tell you, don't do what I'm doing here. Don't do this. Take out your grip mat if you have it in your Misty, because using the red rubber stamps, they're a little bit thicker. But I didn't realize it at the time until I started to push down, and I'm like, whoa, that's kind of thick there. But I was able to go ahead and get that inked up. But I would suggest you not to do that. So I did have some areas that I needed to make sure I had a little bit more pressure on, and I was able to get this done. But again, I don't recommend leaving your grit mat in there while you are using your red rubber inks or red rubber stamps rather. All right, so I have this beautiful background done. And that was super, super easy to do. But remember, take out that grit mat. Don't do what I just did. I don't want you to end up breaking your Misty. All right, so we have that down, and now we have a great card base. Next, I figured I would do just a little bit of planning. So I have my butterflies here, and I also have my sentiment, and I'm just going to lay them out where I think I might want them on my card. So I want to have the butterflies kind of going across the card, and then I'll have my sentiment in the middle. Now I want to kind of tone down this white. To me, it was just a tad bit too stark. So I'll bring in my blending brush, and I'm just going to bring in some color. Now I'm not going to put it everywhere, but I felt the need just to tone down that white background. For me, with the butterflies and the sentiment, it just looked a little bit too stark. And bringing in that just kind of gives my card more of a warmth than a shocking white background. Now, I don't need to use a lot of ink on this. I just took whatever was on the brush and tapped it just a few times into the ink. And then this really makes the wording around the outside kind of stand out a little bit more. And we keep the center softer. All right, we can be done with the ink blending, and let's go ahead and start building up the card. Remember, this is so easy because I'm not having to stamp a sentiment. I'm not having to stamp or color my butterflies. Everything's done for me. This card took me maybe about 10 minutes to stamp, design, and put all the pieces together. That is what I love with using the pieces from the premium kit this month. Because again, I'm not doing much of anything. All I had to do was stamp a background and do just a tad bit of ink blending, but my sentiment and my main focal pieces, like the butterflies, I don't have to do anything with that. And so for you to be able to get a card done in under 10 minutes. Yeah, it's brilliant. So I did play around with the layout just a little bit just to see what I wanted, and I think I like this the best. I like the butterflies kind of floating off. I did grab my mega roll of foam tape here, and I'll add the foam tape to the sentiment and the butterflies because I just want them to be popped up just a tad bit on the card. Um, I also feel like you can use a lot of these pieces if you were doing a scrapbook page as well. I don't scrapbook, but I do think that these ephemera pieces would be fantastic. Again, they're super, super easy when you need to make quick cards, right? If you don't have time to do a whole bunch of designing, just go ahead and grab some of these pieces, layer them up on a card base, and you will be done. Even if you want to ink blend that background and then bring in some of the pieces, that would work as well. But again, this card was under 10 minutes. It actually took me longer to edit this video than it was to create this card, which in my opinion is fantastic. Now, within the Hero Arts kits every month, they have several kits. All of them are fantastic. We get to rotate of who does the classic kits and who does the premium kits, which is fantastic because it does make us really think outside the box. And the creative team for Hero Arts has done a fantastic job every single month, making sure that we bring you great inspiration. So as you can see here, I just added all of that foam tape to the back of those pieces. And now I can go ahead and lay them down. Now, I did not remove the backing because, again, I'm just checking where I think I want my pieces. And as I laid this down, I thought, I think I want to have a little bit of green on this background just to kind of pull in the butterflies. So I went ahead and grabbed my Kiwi ink and I'm just going to press this down onto a acrylic plate. And I have just a tad bit of water, and I'm going to get a paintbrush, and I'm going to go ahead and take all of my things off. And I just want to add just a tad bit of that green. Now, what's so great is that this green is actually the perfect match of the green in the ephemera, which I thought was brilliant. Thank you, Hero Arts. Just a couple splatters here or there. It's just going to add one, a textural effect to the back of my card. And then it's just going to kind of pull in some of that green. Now, I'm not going heavy handed with this. Again, just a little bit of splatter here or there, just kind of adds a little bit something, something to the back of the card. Now I can go ahead and pull off all the release tape on here and go ahead and put this down on my card. Now, if you want to see an additional card that I make, I want you to head on over to my blog because I have an additional card that I made with the add-ons. Because remember, we have add-ons every month as well. I'm also going to be going live to go over some of the kit pieces. So check for that today. I will post over on my Instagram just in case you missed this. I'll post over on my Instagram and you can catch the replay. But I'll be so happy if you join me for the live. I'll be going live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So about an hour after this video goes up, and I'll be doing it right here on YouTube. All right, I have my sentiment and my butterflies exactly where I want them to be. Now they are hanging off, and that's okay because I'm going to go ahead and trim these down with some scissors. So I'll go ahead and flip over my card, and then I can trim down the butterfly wings. And like I said, this was a very clean and simple card using the premium kit from my monthly hero this month. And I hope that I've inspired you to use your ephemera pieces if you've gotten the premium kit. Now, if you don't have the premium kit, stamp yourself out a great sentiment and go ahead and use the classic kit. But I think this came out so pretty. And again, it's like under 10 minutes to make this card. Again, it took me longer to edit this than it did to literally make this card. All right, everybody, that is the card today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. And if I inspired you to create today, I have a couple more videos for you guys to check out. I will see you tomorrow because I have another video up tomorrow. All right, everybody, see you then. Bye bye.